All right, we are going to get a quick warm up before we jump into Friday challenge. Go and take those hands up overhead. We are just reaching, reach, reach, reach. And we're going to drop. Allowing that upper body to hang. We're going to roll it up. Big shoulder roll. Hands up overhead again, reach, extend, and drop. Feeling that stretch to that back side. Go ahead and slow roll it up. Big shoulder roll, reach. This time we're going to stay at the top. We're going to drop to the right. Back to center. Drop to the left. Center. Right. Center. Left. Center. Good. Go ahead and drop it over one more time. You can get that slight shift through those hips. And roll it up. Big shoulder roll at the top. Widen that stance. We're going to alternate that reach. Back to center. Reach. Center. Reach. Good. Shifting those hips back. We're going to bring it to center. We're going to drop it over one more time in this wide stance. Good. Roll it up, step it in. We're going to take it into that walkout. Walking it out to high plank. Right foot comes forward. We're going to open up that knee. We're going to drop into that hip. Feeling that stretch. Lift those hips. Open up that chest. Reach those fingertips towards that ceiling. Back to high plank. Left foot steps forward. Open up that knee. Drop through those hips. Allowing that stretch. Lift those hips. Open up that chest, reaching those fingertips towards the ceiling. Back to high plank. Right foot again steps forward. Reach and extend, opening up that chest. Back to high plank. Left foot steps forward, opening up. Reach. Back to high plank. We're going to shoot it into downward dog. You can pedal it out, pushing that chest to those knees. Good. Go ahead and drop to those knees. We're just going to get into a couple cat-cows. So arch through that back, then we're going to drop, looking through. Arching, and then dropping. Good. Arch, and drop. Arch, and drop. Good. Open up those knees, sit it back into child's pose. Allowing those forearms to drop, opening up those shoulder blades. Some big deep breaths here. And bring it to stand. All right, so Friday challenge. We are going to start with a 60-second group. That's just going to kind of get our heart rate going. You're going to need 2 dumbbells. We are doing a weighted burpee. So you're going to squat it, step it, or jump it to plank. So squat, step, or jump to plank. At the bottom of that burpee, you're doing a push-up. Then you're going to jump it in, curl it. At the top, you're doing a push press. So it's push-up at the bottom, push press at the top. 90 seconds on the clock. Ready? And go. So 90 seconds of work. You won't see this one again this morning. Step it out or jump it out to that high plank. Push up at the bottom. Step or jump it in. You're gonna curl those weights to that shoulder. Big push press at the top. Squat, step it out. Push up, jump, or step it in to push press. You've already knocked out 30 seconds. Focus on 30 seconds at a time. Finding the heavy within those dumbbells. Gonna challenge you through that push press. You can dip those hips. Good. You've already knocked out another 30 seconds. You have 60 seconds down, 30 seconds to go. Nice job. 15 seconds. Keep working. Step it or jump it out to plank. Push up at the bottom. Then we're going to jump or step it in. Stand, curl to that press. And stop. Nice work. All right, we are moving on. We have a 50-50, 30-30, 50-50. So it goes 50-50, basically 60. That 30-30 is split into a right-left. And then we're finishing out with 2 more 50-second exercises. First one, dumbbells are loaded at your shoulders. We have a squat to an alternating press, shoulder press. So it goes squat, press right, squat, press left. Then from there, you're lowering those dumbbells. You have a regular curl to a wide curl for 50 seconds. Then from there, you are going to drop those dumbbells. We have a curtsy to tap, no weight, on the right. Then we're going to switch to the left for 30 seconds. Then you're going to maybe need a little heavier dumbbell. So it's one single dumbbell. We have that goblet squat with that knee drive. Goblet with that knee drive. And then our last one, we're grabbing the heads of those, that weight. We are doing a standing press to that halo. Press it to that halo. All right, starting with that squat to that alternating shoulder press. Ready? And go. So everything is 2 rounds this morning. So this group is 2 rounds. You are digging in. Squat, alternating shoulder press. Dumbbells are loaded. They're not resting at those shoulders. They're loaded. Squat it. Shoulder press right. Squat. Left. Good. Continuing to dig in for 50 seconds. Squat. Get that butt low. Keep those eyes forward. Allowing that core to help you through that press. Once we hit that 50-second mark, you get that 10 seconds. If you need a quick shakeout before we jump into that next exercise, and stop. We are going to regular curl to wide curl. If you need to swap out weights, swap them out. Ready? And go. Regular curl. You're opening it up to that wide curl. Back to front. Good. To wide. You're staying in that bicep for 50 seconds. Those dumbbells never drop. Open, lower. Good. Twenty seconds. So you're lowering those dumbbells. Instead of dropping them out, you're just swinging them out to the side for that wide curl. 10 seconds. Nice job. And stop, dumbbells down. We have a curtsy tap. We are starting That right leg steps back 30 seconds. Ready? And go. So it's curtsy. You have no weights on this one. Curtsy to tap. Curtsy to tap. So you're staying on this single side for 30 seconds. Good. You're halfway there. From here, you're going to switch to the other side for 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Left leg now steps back. So again, no weight on this one. Step it back into that curtsy, getting that tap at the top, stepping it right back. From here, you're finding that one single heavy dumbbell. We are going into that goblet, squat to knee drive. There's going to be no transition time. 3, 2, 1. Grab that dumbbell. Goblet at the top, knee drive. Drop it. Goblet, knee drive. Good. Slow and control on that drop. Drop those elbows between those knees. Lift, drive that knee. Getting into that core on that drive. Good. Eyes up, feet stay a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Eyes stay forward. 10 seconds. And then you'll have that 10 seconds to adjust weight for that press to halo. And stop. So adjust that weight. So again, we're holding by the heads of that dumbbell. Ready? And go. So we press it straight out. We're going to lead with that upper hand for that halo. Press. You're crossing for that halo. Press. Cross. Halo. Good. Oops, I did that one wrong. So the hand that's on top, you're going to cross that body and you'll end up with that other hand on top. Then you're pressing. Then you're going to cross up overhead. Good. 50 seconds. Core stays engaged through that press, through that halo. Extending it out, back in. Good. 5 seconds. And stop. Dumbbells down. You have about 15 seconds. And then we are back for our second and final round of this group. Starting back at the top with that squat to alternating shoulder press. All right, go ahead and load it up. Ready? And go. Squat to that alternating shoulder press. 50 seconds. So dumbbells are loaded at that shoulder. You're getting that butt low at the top. Press right. Drop that butt. Press left. You should be able to lift a little heavier knowing that that shoulder press is alternating. Squat it. Press right. Squat. Press left. Good. 30 seconds down. You have 20 seconds to go. Eyes stay up. Drop that butt. Good. Form looks good. 5 seconds. And stop. 10 seconds off, and then we're going into that curl. Regular curl to wide curl. Ready? And go. Regular curl. We're going to open it up. Wide curl. Back to that front. Regular. You're dropping those dumbbells all the way down, okay? We're not coming to that 90 and doing that open. You're curling it. Full range of motion. Wide curl. Full range of motion. Back to center. Good. Nice job, you guys. 15 seconds. and stop. Dumbbells down. We are going into that curtsy. Starting on that right side, 30 seconds right, then 30 seconds left. Ready? And go. So curtsy to that tap at the top. Curtsy to tap. You're lowering that back leg, keeping those eyes forward. Drop it, tap it, drop it, tap. Good. Five seconds, we switch. And switch. Left leg steps back. Curtsy to tap. Good. Stay on it. Dropping, getting low. Tap at the top, 10 seconds. Then we're grabbing that single heavy dumbbell. We're going into that goblet to knee drive. And switch. Quick transition, clock stays moving. Goblet, knee drive. Goblet, knee drive, good. So feet are a little wider than shoulder width apart. We're dropping that butt. Those elbows fall between those knees. Everyone's range of motion on this one may be a little different, depending on that leg length. Goblet, drive it up, good. 30 seconds down. 20 seconds to go, stay on it. Five seconds. And stop. We are going into that standing chest press to halo. Heads in the palms of those hands, ready? And go. So chest press, that hand on top crosses over for that halo. Chest press, other side, same thing. Leading with that elbow on that halo. Press it. Halo, good. Press. Halo, keeping that core engaged. Nice job, 50 seconds, finishing out this group. $15 seconds to go. Big press out, in. You are leading with that up top hand crossing for that halo. And stop. Nice job. Quick drink. You have about 15 seconds. We're going to make our way down to our floor. We have another 90-second group. This one, you're just going to need one single dumbbell. One that's right for like an overhead pull. So dumbbell's going to be straight up. We are going to bridge up, overhead pull, back to center, lower lift, squeeze up, overhead pull, find neutral, down, up, okay? So we're just going to be in that bridge with that overhead pull for 90 seconds. You have that lower lift in that bridge after each one of those overhead pulls. Ready? And go. 90 seconds. Bridging up, squeeze through that backside, overhead pull, lower lift. Keeping that squeeze, overhead pull, lower and lift, good. Slow and controlled on that overhead pull. Keeping that core pulled in, even through that bridge. So you're squeezing through those glutes, squeezing through that backside, while still engaging that core. Lower lift, staying in that bridge, lower lift, good. That bridge is holding for that overhead pull. Getting that back side, heat it up. You have knocked out 1 minute. You have 30 seconds to go, continuing to work through this. Lower lift, squeeze. Draw the core in, Dumbbell gets pulled overhead. Nice job, 10 seconds. Stay on it. And stop. Great job. Go ahead and make your way to your feet. So we have a new group, 50-50, and then that 60, which is split into 30-30 right, left, then 50-50. So our first 50 seconds, we have an over the fence to an alternating upright row. So you can find a little heavier in that weight again. So we have dropping over the fence at the top, upright row right, over the fence, upright row left. From here, we are dropping to one dumbbell. We have an overhead press to that tricep extension drop. Press it up, tricep extension. Then our 30-30 this round, we're doing a crossbody curl to a high pull. Right side for 30 seconds, then left side for 30 seconds. Then you're sticking with that single heavy dumbbell. You may need to go up. We are doing an open leg deadlift, one single dumbbell. So we're dropping, extend, stand, extend, up, drop, up. And then our last one, we have a wood chop, load, rainbow, wood chop, load to that opposite shoulder, rainbow. Hands stay on that dumbbell. Starting with that over the fence to that alternating upright row. Ready? And go. So soft bend through those knees, core staying pulled in, shoulders are rounded and back. Give that slight squeeze through those shoulder blades. We're dropping, nice flat back over the fence. At the top, upright row right. Then we're gonna drop it over. Slow and control on that over the fence. Upright row left. Good. So you should be able to find that dumbbell that's right for that over the fence. 15 plus. And you should be able to do that single upright row through that heavy. Good. 5 seconds. And stop. All right, we have that overhead press to that tricep extension. Ready? Head to that weight is being held and go. So you're up overhead, then we're dropping behind our head. Pressing up, dropping at that elbow joint for that tricep. Lower in front of that face, up. Tricep, good. Keeping those elbows nice and close to that face. We're not allowing those elbows to start to wing out, okay? Keep them close for that tricep, up. Squeeze those triceps, extend. You should start to feel the fatigue through that upper body. Nice job, 5 seconds. And stop. You are gonna need one single heavy dumbbell for that crossbody curl to high pull. 30 seconds, ready? And go. So crossbody curl. We lower it, high pull right. Crossbody curl, high pull right, good. So on that high pull, we're not allowing that body, those arms just to crash back down. Slow and controlled on that lower. Lead with that elbow, high pull it up, and switch. Other side, same thing. Crossbody curl. Drive it up, high pull. Crossbody curl, high pull, good. Stay on it. 10 seconds. And then we're going right into that open leg deadlift, single dumbbell. You're gonna have to probably switch out for a heavier dumbbell and switch. Open it up. So you're still getting that squat That butt just stays higher, okay? So you're lowering, but that butt stays lifted. You're still bending through those knees. You're just keeping that butt higher, getting into that back side. Drop. You can get that dumbbell tap. Otherwise, you can come to hover. Everyone's finding their own space within this. You can stay in that slight hinge on that up, being ready, ready for that next deadlift. So notice that I'm not coming all the way to stand. And stop. Final 50 seconds is that wood chop to rainbow. Ready? And go. So we chop it. Load it at that shoulder, rainbow up and over. Chop. Shoulder, rainbow up and over. Good. So we're slicing that dumbbell next to that body. Slice it. Load it to that opposite shoulder, rainbow up and over. If you need to get that little dip for that rainbow, you can get that little dip. Good. Slice it. Load it, rainbow up and over. Nice job. Keeping that core engaged. You have 5 seconds to finish out round 1. And stop. Nice work. Dumbbells down. You have 15 seconds and we are coming back for our second and final round to finish out this group. Starting with that over the fence to that alternating upright row. Ready? And go. All right, back for our final group, final round. Over the fence. At the top, row right, upright row right. Drop it over. Stand it, upright row left. So we're getting into that back side. We have those shoulders back. Slight pinch through those shoulder blades. Core staying pulled in. Soft bend through those legs. Dropping it over. Upright row right. Drop it over. Continuing to focus on all those little things. Squeezing, getting into that back side. Squeezing on the up. Driving that dumbbell up. And stop. You are going to one heavy dumbbell, overhead press to tricep extension. Ready? And go. So you're pressing it up. We're dropping for that tricep. Back. Up. Tricep. Squeeze. Lower. Press. Good. Tricep. Continuing to allow that core to stay engaged through that tricep, allowing that chin to stay up. Don't allow that chin to start to drop down. Keep it up. Focus on that breath. Don't hold your breath. You have 20 seconds. Nice job, you guys. 5 seconds. And stop. We are finding that single heavy dumbbell for that crossbody curl to that high pull. 30 seconds on that right. Ready? And go. Crossbody curl to high pull. Curl it to high pull. If you're lifting heavy, that body should feel that fatigue through that curl, through that pull. So find that right way without compromising that form while challenging yourself within that lift. Good. 3, 2, 1. We switch. Crossbody. Lower. High pull. Nice work. Stay in it. 30 seconds. Then we're using that heavy dumbbell or we're swapping out for heavier for that next 50 seconds with that open leg deadlift. We have 2 minutes to go. In 5 seconds, we switch. and switch. So wide stance. We are dropping that dumbbell, keeping that butt high, but still getting that squat. You're bending those legs. You just stay lifted, opening it up. Good. So I'm staying in that front-loaded space, okay? I'm not standing it all the way up and driving those hips forward. I'm keeping those hips back. Through that drop, butt stays high. Good. 50 seconds, squeeze. Every time you come to stand, you are squeezing. Get into that shake of those legs. And stop. We are finishing out with that wood chop to rainbow. Ready? And go. So we're chopping it, slicing it right next to our body. Load it to that shoulder, rainbow it up and over. Slice, load, rainbow, good. Slice it, load it, rainbow. Stay on it. You have 50 seconds to finish out. You've already knocked out 25. You have 25 to go. Nice job, slice. Keep that core engaged. Rainbow it up and over. You can get that little dip through that rainbow. 10 seconds. Great job, you guys. Way to work. And stop. All right, that is it. Great Friday challenge, you guys. Way to show up. Have a great day. See ya.